This is just a quick summary on your Google account portfolio assignment. I am logged into Google using my Hawks account. If you don't see it in the upper right hand corner, you need to log out and log back in with your Hawks account. First, we're going to go to Google Sites. If you click the waffle tool, you should see Sites. If you don't see it here, it probably will be under the More down here. If, however, you want to, you can just go to the site sites.google.com. And here we are. You're going to create a site titled Your Name Site. And I'm going to call this one Demo, if I know which one it is. You can select a theme at the bottom. Any of these themes will do. I'm just going to choose the basic sort of dark one. Do not use a template up here. You can use those on your own later. For this assignment, I don't want you to use a template. And click Create. It took a couple of seconds to create. I sped it up. On your home page, on the front page of the site, write a paragraph with your name and a picture of yourself. And this is just basically an introductory paragraph. Now you're to add a picture also. Your paragraph will probably be longer than that. To upload the image, we click Insert Image, and then we're going to upload one. I have one on my desktop. There we go. And I'm going to choose that image and click OK. Now it's way too big, so I'm going to click Small and make it smaller. I'm also going to put it where the text wraps around it, and just because I like images on the right, I'm going to make it go on the right. But you have all sorts of options about where you're going to place your image, how you're going to make text wrap around it, what size the image is going to be, everything like that. Once you're done, you click Save. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to create a calendar with all the course meetings for the site. You're going to create a page called Calendar. So you can go to your Google Calendar. Once again, that's available on your waffle tool. And I'm going to start it from this class where I made the assignment. The time is 6:30 to 8:15, but I'm going to just call it 8:30. I'm not really worried about that. And I'm going to call it EDUC 342. Now I'm going to make that event repeat every week until it ends on our final, which will be December 10th. I'm going to hit Done and Save. And now as we go through the weeks, we can see that ED 342 is there. However, you need to go to the date during the Thanksgiving week and remove that one. You can click on that one on November 26th, tell it to delete, and tell it to delete only this instance of the class, and you'll see that it's there. Back on our site, we're going to create a new page. We're going to call that page Calendar. That's spelled with an A. And we're going to tell Google to insert our calendar, and it should be the one with your name on it. Now, if you use your calendar for other things, there will be your Huntington calendar. Those events will appear here. I'm less worried about that. If you have an issue with that, let me know, and we'll get it down as soon as I get it graded. And I'm going to select that calendar, and I'm given some options. I want to choose month. Be sure and choose the right time zone or it will mess things up for you. We are Greenwich Mean -6. So usually for that I choose something like Chicago. Hit save and then hit save on the page. And it's there. The next part of this is you're going to create an educational resume in a document in Google Drive and embed it on your page on a site called Resume. Now, this resume doesn't have to be a full resume. You can just list the education classes you've taken. So we need to get into Drive. For that, we can click the waffle tool, go to Drive, and create a new doc. So once again, mine is putting it in the drop-down menu. I clicked New, and there's docs right there. Now, it moves the most current ones up here, the most current ones you clicked on. I'm going to call this Resume. And now I'm going to create my resume just like I would in a word processor. You can list all the classes you've taken at Huntington. Just list something. Give me some content here. Now, what's very important for this to work, and if you do not do this, it will not work, and I will have to not give you credit for this piece of it, is you click Share and tell it to share with people at Huntington College. Any of these above link sharing options will work, just not the specific people one. And click Save. And I'm done. So over here on your site, you're going to create a new page using the New Page button. I'm going to call this Resume. And now we're going to insert from Drive a document. And here's the resume I just created. You can also see the resume I created Wednesday night. And we click Save All Around, and now that document is right there on the page. Next part of the assignment, you're going to create a survey of at least 3 questions about proficiency on computers. So how do we do that? Well, let's go back to Drive. New, Google Form. For the first question, I'm not going to make it a multiple choice. I'll just make text. And there we have our first question. Now we're going to add a multiple choice question. You have to create at least 3 questions. I'm just doing the 2 because we're going to demonstrate this later. So back on my site, I'm going to create a new page called Survey. Insert from Drive a form, and there's my computer skills survey right there. And there's the spreadsheet embedded, the survey embedded right into my site. The final requirement, we're going to create a 5-slide presentation in Google Drive. New, Google Slides is what the presentation is called. You'll get this presentation engine that comes up. This presentation can be about anything. If you're lost, you can do one on the buildings of Huntington. Just walk around, grab a couple of pictures for it. I'm going to remove that and put me a picture in there. I'm just going to put a picture in there. You will make one of at least 5 slides. It's just like making a presentation in PowerPoint. Once again, to make this work, you have to share and put it on any option except the shared with specific people. Over here on your site, you're going to create a new page. Call it presentation. Create. And you're going to insert from Drive a presentation. And there's the one I just created. Save. And the presentation's embedded in your site. Now click the share button on your site. This should say that people at Huntingdon College can at least find your site. Once again, any of these top 4 options will work. We're just going to use the Huntingdon College one. This link, the link to share, we're going to copy it. And over here on your assignment, you'll edit your submission and copy and paste it right in there. And it will be turned in. If you have any questions, let me know. As a recommendation, give the link, what we just copied and pasted, to somebody else at Huntingdon who's also logged into their Hawks account. Make sure they can see your calendar, your doc, your presentation, things like that. That way we won't have a lot of questions about, can I see it? We'll see you Wednesday night.